Let me see. Cool, getting drained. And someone took a shit here and shit. And they got a blood coming from them. How you living a blood coming out of you? Look at that shit. See that joint? I haven't been here for a long time. As soon as I came, and you already know, man. I know they're in the trap. In the street, nigga. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that, nigga. Yeah, like that. And then this lady right here. It's a graveyard, by the way, if you didn't know that. The Audaces of Homer in a modern translation by Richmo Latimo. In this art, Dyson Professor Latimo has his achieved his chef de boer as a translator, studied in a prospect. Much of his previous work took on the appearing, by the way, technically speaking, of prolegomena to this dazzling and well-have flawless performance in the audacious, as he has found the idea upon both for himself and for his audience, and he has come to it at the very height of his power. He is a master in perfect control of his medium, the apparent ease with which he surmounts every problem, the perfect balance struck and maintained between vivid, fast moving narrative and epic familiarity, the rhythmic subtitles, and the freshness and the virtue of language displays from the first page to the last. All this make his artist a landmark in the history of modern translation. He has in fact come about as near as any man could to convey in English the altering alien movement and structure of human poetry. It would be a crime to underestimate the miraculous and self-effacing artistry with which Professor Latimore has remained humor of this generation and perhaps for other generations to come. The Time London Literary Supplement. The best living translator of the Greek poetry into English is Richmond Latimore of Bern. Wow, that's by the way. I went to Captain University, and then this girl who wants to do art, by the way, her name was Bern. I was having trouble of pronouncing her name because it was my first time seeing it. This is, by the way, to her and her family, peace and love, because they are really they're good anyway, and protect. This is the best audacious in modern English. Jebir Height. Many admirer, many admirers of Richmond Latimer Aladdin would not be disappointed in his. By the way, this I'm struggling because uh, this book right, the rain beat it and rain beat all my items and stuff, man. I mean everything. So I'm just drying it up. That's all. You already know. I'll just give you a little bit of intro into what I be reading, sometimes. Then I have the Greeks HDF Keto, a trump of balance and condensation, Harold Nicolson in the Observer. This is a study of the character and history of an ancient civilization of the people who created it. Since its first publication has a pelican, the Greeks has sold over 1,400,000 copies. The best concise introduction I had ever read to ancient Greek. The author lateness of mind and style has enabled him to make a mass of information applicable and digestible, and Raymond Maud Palmer in the Sunday's Times. Professor Cato is a model historian, lively, accurate, and fielded according with the latest developments in the subject. Never vague, often within always feel of vague. The Time educational supplement. Okay. You already know, man. H.D.F. Cato was born as a late Victorian in Gloucestershire, though his name and half his ancestry are Cornish. He was educated at the Sarret Grammar School and St. John's College, Cambridge. At school, he was cajoled by a determined headmaster into doing classes and has been grateful ever since. He continued his education as lecturer in Greek in the University of Glasgow from 1920 to 1944, when he became professor of Greek in the University of Bristol. He has been emeritus professor there since 1962. His publications include Greek tragedy, form and meaning in drama, school, dramatist, and philosopher, and translation into English of Scarco's Antagon Electric and Ordinary Rex. He has traveled in Greece and he wrote a book about it in the mountains of Greece, which was highly praised and later read. He hopes sometime to explain to the British public the real principles of Greek lyrics, metrics, His private activities are of no particular interest except to his wife, two children, a few other well-chosen relatives and friends to the anxiety conductor of Bristol University Orchestra. You know, I be trying.